Students, this video is going to show you how to navigate around in Brightspace. This is the Brightspace Navigation video. Brightspace is the learner platform that supports our curriculum and our software. First, you go to peak.getfueled.com. So first, you're going to log into Brightspace through Peak, which is the administrative software. So in this case, I'm going to log in actually as Harry Potter. He's my pretend student that I use a lot. Oops, and I goofed on my login. Remember, you will get this information through your email account that you gave us. Usually, if you're in Chrome at least, you'll be prompted to save your password. I would not do that at school, but you certainly might do that at home. So, in this case, right now, Harry Potter has 2 classes with Thompson Online. He has an English 10 credit recovery class for semester 1, and he also has skills for health. Okay? So I'm going to go into, he hasn't done any work yet, so he doesn't have that stuff I showed you on the last video, like that shows his progress. So if I click on Start Your Class, so Harry Potter can go into his health class, and this is how the home page will look for all of your classes. First off, you'll have announcements right here. As those announcements come up, like welcome to a better school experience, he already knows about that, so he can delete it. A lot of the announcements are important, so please read the announcements. It takes us time to put those on the web page. Like in this case, there's an announcement talking about plagiarism and talking about how to be careful to really, in a health class, you have to really be careful to write things out. You know, use your own words. Here's a discussions change that I made in the class, and here's another thing. It's just talking in general about grades. So every class will probably have some of those. Unread discussions, that's how many other student discussions are in the class. Obviously, Harry Potter doesn't have to read all the other students' discussions. Those are from the last school year. It's how many kids' discussions I had to grade in that class. Now, a couple different things on here. You can go to your bookmarks. You can view your bookmarks. I don't have anything bookmarked right now in this class. You can also go to recently visited parts of the class. This section right here shows you the entire class with all the units, starting with course materials. Okay? If you look up here, some other things that you have, locker in progress, there's a help button. The help button will take you to student help videos. These unfortunately are not all up to date with the new software, so I think you should just go to our orientation if you really need help on something. Some other things you'll get, there's a bunch of tools, assignments, discussions, announcements, class list that shows all the students in the class. We will not generally be using Class Connect, that's video service. Grades is a great place to go in a class, and I'll talk more about that later, but it shows you all of your grades for all of the stuff that is due in that class. So you can go in here and look at stuff, you can click on it, all kinds of stuff. And then there's also the progress bar. The progress summary shows his maximum final grade, his current cumulative grade, his minimum final grade. It also shows if you want to see your feedback in something like a quiz or a test, you can click on those in here and then you can see that. Content, this is the same. This shows all of the units and work in the class. So as you click on it, it's like Unit 1's open. You can open Unit 2, and it shows you all this stuff. Alright? If you go back to the class home, You can also see all this stuff right here. So those are the same two views. The plan is basically what's going on in the class. We do not use this very much in Thompson Online because in our classes we don't really have due dates. We do expect regular progress in your classes, but we do not have specific due dates because all of the students are starting, a lot of the students start the classes at different times. However, the work is all due by the end of the semester. Anyway, that's a quick overview of the classes. You can also go up here there it goes. It's moving a little slowly there. Alright, the last thing you always want to do when you're done, and there's announcements, update alerts, subscription alerts. You can subscribe to someone else's discussion post so that you'll get alerted when they've replied to your discussion or added something to it. And this is to select a course. So he can go to, right now what I'm going to also look at real quickly is this credit recovery course. So the thing that's different about a credit recovery course is it's more structured. So it will not allow you to do things that you are not ready to do yet. In a normal course you can, we don't suggest it, but you can skip around a little and do stuff. But for example, he hasn't done any work in this class, so if he thinks, oh, I'm going to jump ahead to Unit 2 and go into Unit 2, so he goes ahead to Unit 2, to the unit checkpoint, it's not going to show him anything because he hasn't done the work before Unit 2. So that's a big thing that's different in credit recovery. If he clicks on this and tries to scoot ahead, it's not going to let him do that. It's always going to say there was more to do in the last activity. So it's one major difference if you're doing credit recovery. All right, back to home page. Last thing you always want to do when you're doing stuff in Thompson Online in your classes, of course, is log out.